Hey everyone, this is Jhoosier, and we are in the Empyrion game, but we are not in our game. We're in a creative world that I've made, and I have a question for you guys. So I'm trying to bring in the next. Oops, I don't want to show everything too soon. I'm going to be bringing in the next level of CV because the Ascension is a really nice ship. But it's good as a starter, it's upgradable, but it doesn't quite meet our needs, and one of our main needs is storage. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm kind of a pack rat, and as of yet, we're still not really operating with a base, per se. Like, we have the smuggler's hideout that we took over in the trade sector, but that's just more of a temporary thing. Like, we don't really have a home. So we're going to need to carry a lot of stuff with us, and I want to do some trading as well, which means acquiring a lot of commodities, resources, things like that. So we need more storage, for one. We also need to do a little bit more battle. We have the boombox, which we haven't done, and it's done in the factory, but I haven't actually spawned it in yet. This is what it looks like, and it's supposed to be pretty good. We'll see if I'm any good at actually piloting it, but I am excited to try it out and see what it can take on. So this is a potential for combat. Another thing that I wanted to get was the Weasel by, oh gosh, is it by, I think it's by Ente. The boombox is it Movado or ArtemisRouge? I'm sorry, guys. I need to do better at this. I was writing things down, and I just didn't write any of the work ships. Let me check real fast. The boombox is by ArtemisRouge. Okay, so boombox by ArtemisRouge, Weasel by Ente. God, I'm gonna do this again. Weasel, because it's small and it might fit in what we're doing. Yeah, Weasel by Ente, and then let's just look this up. Okay, and then I'm interested in Excalibur's it's called November Building Challenge, which is to make a Core 2 Core 2 CV, combat CV that can take out like a Sunat class Corvette, I believe is what it is. So this is Merlin by, why are these not showing? Something not, what's going on here? This is the, why am I, did I turn off my, not it? No. I must have hit a button. I'll figure this out. We're having a day. So, this is Merlin by Dadrick, so I was thinking of this one because I like the laser, the manual fire laser cannon and artillery cannon to snipe out the core so that you can harvest the resource, more of the turrets and things off the CVs. So that's the idea. Anyway, these are not what we're bringing in. Why is this? Okay, it's down there. Why is the Merlin down there? It's got a really weird camera in it as well. Anyway, so these are not the CV that we're going to bring in next, eventually. But we need a CV, something to carry these guys, plus our Sarisas and probably an HV. So those, and hopefully it's at least upgradable into something for combat. Maybe. I mean, these guys can also do the combat. So, or maybe it can drag another combat CV in around until we get like a really large carrier. It's like CV carrier type thing. So these are our options, and I want to get your opinion. So please leave a comment down below which one you think is best. Maybe give me some reasons. If you have another one, I'm open to suggestions, but I don't want to get flooded. There's a million of these beautiful ships out there. And make sure they fit within our requirements. Basically, we need to be able to spawn them soon. Sooner rather than later, given our requirements. So nothing more than these guys. The Eclipse X up there is probably more of a pipe dream, a wish list type type thing, blue sky stuff. So the first one we have is the Carrick ILC by J. Randall. So one of the nice things about it that drew me initially was the storage. It has 2, 3, 4 640k storage bays, plus 2 320k ammo bays. Great, really nice. Can we? I don't know if we can. I suppose we could maybe put some laser drills up there, but I mean that's what we have the Weasel for. So I don't really need a harvest controller. As a typical J.R. Randall build, it's got a drone hatch. It's easy in, easy out of the ship. That's a great thing. So if you're flying around, you just need to get out. You can get out. It's got a very central. I think it has 2 lifts, 2 elevators. Oh no, it's got easy one door out to the top pad here. I mean, it's just convenient. And I know other people have other ideas about things, but that's just convenience, pure convenience for me. It is a little more difficult to get to the place, but I mean, not that much to get to the bridge. Like, that's it. So you just go down here. Actually, it's really easy. It's one all the way down and then through a couple doors to the hangar to do your stuff. Production and things. So it's really easily accessible. I'm sure, there's some great builders out there. But for me, this is one thing that is just really, really useful, is to have that sort of easy access and accessibility of things. It's also upgradable, quite upgradable. You can put a lot of stuff in. J. Randall has a video about kind of a showcase of it, and he talks about where you can upgrade things. You can put a lot of advanced thrusters in here. You can put a couple up here. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more advanced thrusters in the back. Some more in the front. It's really nice. It's got some grow plot areas in there for stuff. It's generally really good, and we can build it right now. Like, our resources, we can just go bing, bam, boom, get it in, and then we can, I believe, according to the cores, it's got 4 advanced cores in it, CPU extenders in it already. So we can put in the basic and the 2 improved from our Ascension, and put in some more power, which is nice. It's also quite upgradable in terms of turret placements. So there's a lot of places for turrets. I think he set up to 30 turrets. The long range radar isn't there, but we can put it on. So yeah, it's a pretty good ship. The downsides are basically, it doesn't have a lot of weaponry right now. There's no fixed fire weapons. No artillery cannons or laser cannons. It's also, it's another J. Randall build, and I've used a lot of them. Sometimes it's nice to branch out. Oh, and another thing, because there's a lot of storage, and he's got an upside down bay for whatever, but I guess you could, in space, but you can also put any HVs that have a docking pad on the top and are low enough they can fit under there. You could do that. The downside is that means that there's a 5-second delay before this hangar door opens up, so getting into this area is a little bit of a drag. So that's the Carrick ILC. It's quite a cool looking ship. Probably the best on the storage, or one of the best on the storage, after the next one. But it's another J. Randall build, and he's a great builder, but I'd also like to kind of see what else is out there. Which brings us to this guy. This guy is the one I'm thinking of right now. This is my number 1 choice, the Solar Explorer. The Solar Explorer's by Ente, I believe. I think it's got the best storage overall. It's, I don't know where the storage is. It's a little bit harder to find your way around. But it's, I don't know where the storage is. Where's the storage? Maintenance shield. Okay. I was poking around in here earlier. I guess you don't really need like direct access to the container controllers. But anyway, it's got the best storage overall. If we look at it, so it's got basic, improved, 2 improved, and 2 advanced CPU extenders. So it needs a little bit more of the optronic bridges than we currently have. But here is the cargo. It's all nicely kind of arranged for us. Handguns, armor, products. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 640K container controllers, which is really nice. This is, I think, the most storage of anything that we're looking at. I haven't found the other cockpit. I'll have to look for that. It's got a lot of. It's pretty zippy as well. I was looking at it. It's pretty accelerates pretty quickly. It's got room for upgrades as well, as you can see from the LC the projector here. We can add up to I think 18 advanced thrusters onto this thing. 7 more turrets. So this is not a fighter at all. We can add some shields to help out, so that's good. So this would basically be a carrier. It's great as an HV-SV carrier. Look at all this space. This is really cool. I did manage to wedge the Weasel, the minor CV, in here. So that is an option, or over there or something. The boombox barely fits in here. The spoiler touches this back here. But it fits. And there's a lot of space for SVs, our Sarisas, and the future HV that we'll get. The Merlin, I took off the radar things. The Merlin will sort of sit back here. We only need it in space, really, Merlin, so we'd just sit there until we flew out and are jetpacked out to go get it. Yeah, so that's the thing. We can build it pretty soon. It's got some upgrade potential there. Yeah, some more turret stuff. It's also solar powered too. I'm not really sure what's up with the solar stuff. If you guys have any info, because are they supposed to have solar capacitors? Because they don't. I need to figure out how that all works. If they don't have solar capacitors, then does it work? Is there something missing? Do I need to put some on? I've looked at the capacitors, and they don't seem to be for. There don't seem to be any for CVs. So I'm really kind of confused how that all works. Maybe it's just. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be any stuff here. Solar. If we go this way, we can get this, but it's just base. So I don't know how that works. Anywho, yeah, that's the solar, what is it called? The Solar Explorer, I believe. Okay, that brings us to the Tasker 2 by ArtemisRouge. There's a beautiful, beautiful cockpit in there. I think he calls it cockpits of the gods in here. It's just a great look around to see things. So great for flying in first person, landing, that sort of thing. It also comes complete with weaponry. And drills. It'll be a challenge to get some of the things that we need. I think we can get the advanced upgrade kits. The optronic bridges and matrices for these guys, I'm not sure if we have enough. I think we might, but we might need to get some more, which would kind of delay our getting it. And really what I want to do is pull in the CV, load it up, and then head out of the alpha system. I want to go to the next one. So I don't really want to muck about anymore. So that's kind of a negative point. It also doesn't have quite as much storage as the others. It's got 3 320K ammunition controllers. It's got 1 320K harvest controller. So not great on that aspect. Yeah. So anyway, but otherwise it comes with it's also solar powered too, so it should run itself mostly with solar. So that's good. Yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah, and it has basically no very little to no capacity for SVs, HVs, and this is the only hangar space here, and it fits the boombox. That's it. It does its own mining, you know, so you can do your own asteroid mining from here. You can, we can put this guy in. I don't know if we really need it, given it's also quite a formidable fighter. But it just might be a bit much. This would be good to have later in the future when we have maybe an established base. We can get this guy and then do our stuff. Go exploring that way. It's got some upgrade capacity, but I don't know exactly what it is. I have to look at the description again on the workshop. Our next one is the Aventine. By 10M Feldwig, I think that's how you say it. As somebody with an odd and often mispronounced username, please correct me. I'm happy to correct myself. This is a cool guy, but I think we've kind of it's not what we need right now, which is kind of too bad. It's a pretty cool ship overall. It's got a lot of space for armament. It's basically just miniguns right now, minigun turrets and sentry guns right now. So it'd be good for like landing and stuff and offloading SVs, HVs. But I don't know that it really serves our purpose if we want to stay in space much. So it's cool. It is cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure if it's quite what we want. Display on standby. Oh. It's information regarding your... Yeah. Extended warranty stuff. It is a cool one. I do like it. That's why I included it. So it's one we could probably bring in now. I think it's 40 optronic bridges. Yeah, 40 optronic bridges. And it's all right. Oh, it's got cannon turrets too. So, but yeah, I'm not sure this is quite what we want. It's also quite low on storage. Cargo pallets. Stuff here. What else we got? Container controllers. It's only got 320k container controllers, and that's all. Is there a harvest one? There's a harvest controller that's 320, so that's 4 320k things. So it's quite low in our. It's not much. It's double what the Ascension has, but it's also not nearly what like the Solar Explorer and the Carrick have. All right, the last one we're going to look at is this guy. This is like my kind of, blue sky wish. I do not think we can afford the requirements right now. 76,000 iron, 60,000 carbon substrate. I think we can because we've been working towards the Solar Explorer. Oh yeah, and the human crew. I've been having trouble finding human crew. I've seen them all over the place, but I didn't buy any. So now I need to go find them. So I've been kind of jetting around different places to find them, while also trying to find enough carbon substrate without having to just mine it for hours. It requires the full complement of optronic bridges and matrices. And it's quite a lot of stuff. The Xeno material, I'm not sure if we have enough. I need to check. But it's pretty cool. But the downside is... So it's a beautiful ship. It's got decent storage. And it comes with weapons already. So it's got 8 laser turrets, missile turrets, flak turrets, positron beam turrets. It's got laser cannons. Which are nice, but I would probably also want to put in some artillery turrets artillery cannons to like try to snipe the core out while the laser turrets took down the shields. It's got decent storage here. I've got 1, 2. These are only 320k, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So that's 3 640. Storage, so it's less than the Carrick, less than the Solar Forge or Solar Explorer. So it kind of misses out on that, but it is a big fighty ship, and it's got a ton of room for upgrades, as you can see by all the orange X's there. Those are all for various weaponry. I believe it's also got some space under here. Yeah, space under here. It's got some solar power. It's got more turret space. What is this? Cruise missile launcher. Goes up here. More turrets, I'm assuming. Yeah, so we've got a ton of stuff that can go in here. It would be nice to find... I need to find the cruise missile launcher. Man, my goodness, it's just got a ton of stuff. Yeah, large thruster stuff here. It's got a lot of room for upgrades and things, and I do need to find the... Where did the actual weaponry go? Oh, there's the forward cockpit there. Oh man, yeah. There's these guys hiding up here. Laser cannons here. Maybe we could find some space for artillery cannons in there. But I think this one might be better as... so it's very resource heavy. It might be better for late game after we get a CV carrier. This might be the guy to go out hunting stuff. Yeah. So anyway, let me know down in the comments. I'll try to put links to all these things if I have enough time. I'm running out of time today. But let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas, I'm open to suggestion. But currently, I'm looking at the Solar Explorer. I'm just waiting for you guys to talk me out of it to promote one of these other guys in its place. So yeah, let's have at it. Thank you guys so much for your time. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time then. Thanks. Bye-bye.